right, hello. Welcome to the Cryptocurrency Chronicles. Today is Thursday, September 11th, 2025. Let's just get right into it. So the news today in the cryptosphere is that the big news is that there really is no big news. Bitcoin kind of flat, had a flat day. I mean, some people are reporting that it's slightly down, but I mean here in the middle of the day, it's kind of neutral, crabbing. Um, some of the big stories though are that Ethereum has surpassed, I guess, Bitcoin in some trading volume, perhaps. Ethereum challenging Bitcoin dominance, leading in trading volume. You're seeing some buzz coming from some meme coins and also some like betting kind of things. So you've got like Bonk has uh, got some sort of crypto treasury strategy going on, or with Safety Shot. You've got Kraken. So Kraken is, and this is interesting. Kraken is going to introduce perps to let traders bet on crypto futures. So Kraken has integrated perpetual futures trading directly into its flagship app, aiming to translate a complex, high-risk instrument into an accessible tool for its vast retail user base, not just professional traders. So I guess what this is really saying is that um, perhaps they're going to be able to, kind of, I guess it's like a futures for crypto. So, interesting. Kraken, still developing stuff. I would say they're probably paling in comparison. Well, this is a personal opinion. They're paling in comparison to Binance, but I don't see any Binance news at the moment. So, you know, uh, let's see here. There was a today in like the whole macrosphere, there were some CPI levels, the consumer price index, like basically the economy doing a little worse than predicted or expected. And this kind of caused some downtrend in some crypto, but I mean, not all of them. Like XRP finally creeped over $3 or $3 a coin, at least right now. And Solana is still kind of chugging up there. It's at $227 a coin. So not all the coins are, not all the cryptos are having a red day so far. Like I said, uh, Bonk is up 2% today, perhaps off the news that it had. But yeah, most of the cryptosphere meme coins especially are are red right now, just slightly down 1% or so. So nothing critical. But the other news I'd like to point out is that you're kind of seeing already some backtracking from the government. So you've got 12 Senate Democrats release crypto policy framework. They're divided on securities versus commodities classification. Even though we just had the 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 Federal Reserve guy come out yesterday and say that he thinks that they're not securities. So um, you've got European regulators pushing ahead with stricter DeFi oversight protocols. I think you're just trying to see a general. I don't want to call it a crackdown, but uh, just a general. I would say awareness that there is scamming and a need for some sort of framework and regulation. Um, Tron did good. TRX, Tron price rebounds towards 35 cents as network cuts fees by 60%. So I guess if you're doing TRX, they've cut their fees by 60%. That's pretty interesting news. Um, I'm not super um, versed on TRX, Tron, but that is the story today. Hyperliquid price at record high. There's some talk coming out of Hyperliquid as well, and I believe they were doing pretty good today on the overall charts. Let's see here. The other thing in the news sphere is that I would also say just as a macro thing, there was some political turmoil with, like assassinations and that kind of thing. So I think that that just had a general chilling effect on the overall market, crypto included today. Perhaps maybe not internationally, but I think definitely in the United States, there's a strange energy going on, and I think that has caused like a macro crab effect here in the market. But Ethereum's still looking strong. Their 24-hour volume is uh, looking for, it's I think placing them in the uh, number one or two category over Bitcoin. Ethereum, I think, as some people are reporting, has is trading in a higher volume right now than Bitcoin. Its price is sitting around $4,400. I mean, pretty crazy, really, if you think about it. I mean, it is pretty high for a cryptocurrency, especially in the land of all this just junk that's out here. It's just we're awash in meme coins. um, but the other news is that let's see here. What else did I want to show y'all? The other news today. This is coming out of CoinDesk. I'm reading some of their top headlines. Um, Again, it's just kind of a general reference to the overall poor economic outlook, and that is kind of leading to a down curve in crypto investment. And so you're seeing like a crab or even perhaps a slight dip in prices today. Um, Despite that, yeah, well, actually, I'm not even going to get into that, but yeah, the most of the news is that there's uh, there's economic turmoil ahead, or at least it's the numbers are coming out a little differently than people expected, but and that's causing investors, perhaps, at least I think a lot of the mainstream ones, to um, cool down their investments. I mean, also just the economy is weak, so people just don't have money to invest in crypto right now. If anything, they're probably pulling it out and putting it into food, myself included. Um, I know there's low job numbers too, so that's also kind of hitting, hitting things hard. There's XRP news today. Switzerland becomes crypto hub as Bitwise offers staking and diversified ETPs. So I'm a big fan of staking. So looks like Bitwise is offering staking. That's pretty cool. XRP being Ripple. I'm gonna do a big video on Ripple soon. I think XRP. Just kind of like where it's at. Not like I was thinking I was gonna do general info videos, but instead of that, I think I'm gonna do just like where are they at right now? Updates, general updates. Avalanche up about 1% today. They're looking at $29 a coin. But there is some news coming out about Avalanche that I wanted to cover. Avalanche Foundation to raise $1 billion via private round and SPAC to accumulate AVAX tokens. I believe I also saw that yeah, Avalanche is raising $1 billion for token accumulation. This is from the Financial Times. The Avalanche Foundation is planning to raise $1 billion to establish two U.S. based entities to hoard its native token, AVAX. One part is via a private investment led by HiveMind Capital, and the other is via a SPAC backed by Dragonfly Capital. The purpose is to boost Avalanche's market presence versus rivals. So Avalanche is trying to burst on the scene. And I would say that Avalanche has always had a very, at least the last year or two, they've had a pretty dynamic team. They've always been coming up with different things. I'm always hearing some news about them. But yeah, another Avalanche news since we're on the topic. Let's see. Yeah, just people are saying there, but again, this is hype. It's a lot of just we are going to do this, we pledge to do that. Um, so, and in general, the market is kind of flat. I mean, there's really no clarity from regulators and government, industries. I did see a Russian minister talking about cryptocurrency today, a Russian official. I believe they were talking about a need for a Russian cryptosphere. But again, it's all just kind of empty promises or just we pledge to do this and that. I mean, there's very few definitive new projects. That being said, I mean there are a few. The Avalanche. Um, no, that's kind of an empty promise, I guess. But Avalanche has had movement in its coin, I guess, to perhaps correlate with that or give it some credence. Who knows what I'm saying? Avalanche is a strange coin to me. I don't know. It's always been an interesting cryptocurrency. But yeah, you're seeing a lot of hype coming from them. You're still seeing people, obviously wary of scams, and that's why they're seeing a lot of people like Russia and all these other people that are saying we need some sort of framework, we need regulation, we need this and that, but nobody's really come up with anything. I feel like you're just seeing a lot of need for things, but not a lot of actual like physical infrastructure being put in place. Um, NFT markets remain subdued, but gaming linked assets are showing signs of life. I do think that is going to be a big thing in the future, especially for things like gaming, OnlyFans, stuff like that. I think NFTs are going to become very big in that sphere. As a matter of fact, since we're on the topic, let's just look into NFT news. Um, and if y'all want to go into other niche crypto topics, let me know. I'm always like interested in that kind of stuff. Uh, let's see here. But yeah, just the NFT sphere has definitely had a downturn, but it's you're starting to see news articles floating around about it again. Here's one from Blockchain Magazine. NFT sales ranking shows market leaders and shifting trends. Um, Again, though, a bunch of nothing. I mean, like no one's really. Here we go. NFT sales hit 91 million, lowest weekly total since June, as buyers dropped by 60% to 58%. It actually says. So maybe a good time to get in NFTs, maybe not. I'm not sure, but you are seeing some buzz. I'm seeing some articles about just if anything, it's probably just shills trying to generate some fucking attention for it. But I would say the NFT sphere is not dead and gone. It's definitely around. Um, I'm a big Pudgy Penguin. Well, maybe you don't know, but I like Pudgy Penguins, so it's an NFT friendly, or maybe a like central token, or at least it used to be. So I don't say I'm a big fan. I don't even own an NFT, but I'm interested in NFTs. I find them interesting. Um, yeah, the general market is kind of flat as of now. No crazy big news, but other than just a lot of hype building, a lot of promises, a lot of just future this, future that. Um, and I would say in general, macro events perhaps have caused a slight chill in the market, be that the economic news and also perhaps the political turmoil and war in general. I think all those things have just led to like a general stalling perhaps uh, in the prices and the hype, but definitely not going anywhere. Crypto's still alive and well. So I might do another video later today, give you a little closing, if there's anything new breaking down. But if not, you can expect me tomorrow. Um, yeah, please, yeah, drop me a comment about different niche, like things like NFTs or staking. Let me know about different unique crypto avenues that you guys are into. It'd be cool. All right, so you guys have a good day.